Well, what's up, guys? Hopefully that sun's not terrible right behind me, but here I am in a field. This is a recently harvested field of corn. I think right over there, if you guys can tell how it looks a little different. Pretty sure that was beans right there. But I'm kind of out here on a corner of this property, and there's a little tree line right here. So I figured I'd come out to this spot and see what I could do for the evening. It's kind of chilly. I think we're looking at about a low of 30 degrees tonight. And obviously I don't have electricity out here anywhere. But this is my first time I've been out to this part of the property here. And I thought I'd just hang out for the evening. It looks like they've pushed a bunch of brush up here. I wasn't sure if I would be able to get in there at all. And I kind of feel like I need to pull my truck forward just a little bit farther to get the nose to start coming up. I couldn't tell. I feel like it's fairly level there, but I think if I go forward probably another foot, it will actually be perfect. This is kind of odd how there's a little cut right here in the trees, but that looks like, almost looks like a little game trail right here going through there. Probably is. Yeah, straight through there. Don't see anything out here. I was wondering if there'd be anything interesting out here. But there looks like there should be some wood. I might be able to get a little fire going. Almost looks like there's a den right there. I don't know if you guys can see that well on the camera. That looks like something might live in that little hole. I guess we'll find out. I don't know, it looks fairly level, but I'm gonna go ahead. I think I'm gonna pull it forward just a little bit so I don't have my head below my feet. I know somebody has said when I've talked about that before, they're like, well, why don't you just turn around on the bed and sleep with your head towards the tailgate? And I'm a weirdo. I just don't like to do it that way. So let's get this thing moved forward. Yeah, I'm like right as the starting to come back up. We'll move it forward about a foot, and then we'll get our camp set up. See if we can get a little bit of fire going in our little portable fire pit, and get some snacks going. I already ate dinner this evening, guys. So we'll make ourselves some s'mores or something. So stay tuned. I'm gonna get this truck moved. Well, guys, I've basically got the camper set up. Like I said, I've got my little buddy heater for this time, since I don't have heat, and I will probably actually be putting the Reflectix in the windows, at least most of them. So, but we'll wait until it starts getting really cold before we have to do that. I like to be able to see out if I can, but like I said, I already ate dinner, so I've got some graham crackers, a couple marshmallows, and chocolate chips because I didn't have any candy bars, any Hershey bars or anything like that. So we're gonna try to make some s'mores with that. I think I can get wood pretty easily out of all that stuff, and of course I've got all this to burn too, the corn stalks and whatnot. Problem is it is wet and muddy because it snowed up here. I obviously made the wrong choice in footwear today, but I think we should be able to get a little bit of a fire going. So we'll give these new toys their first test. So it's a Fiskars X7 hatchet and a little Fiskars folding saw. So we'll get to that. But let me grab my grill, or my fire pit, I guess, right there. All right. Got the little fire pit out. Got our Uco fire pit. Tools, our brain, and obviously going to need these. Well, I think this is going to be the smartest place for me to set this up. It's a little bit more dry, at least less muddy right here. And I guess we'll just see if we can get this whole thing going. if these things would even burn. I don't think so, but this might burn well. Guess we'll find out. I don't really see a ton of dead stuff. It's thick in here, boys. What do I do with my lighter? There it is. We're gonna do our best to get this thing going. This still seems a little green. I can hear everything just sizzling like it's wet. We just had 3 inches of snow right here, and it all melted yesterday, so everything is way more wet than I expected. I can get these twigs going, I can get the whole thing going, but I don't feel like they're wanting to start. I think that's it. It just will not burn. The wood won't burn. The corn stalks barely seem to want to burn. I think I'm just gonna call that for the evening. Well guys, since I'm a complete failure at starting a fire, I'm just gonna leave that go for now. Everything is kind of wet. I mean, if I sat out here and just fed that thing corn leaves or whatever, corn husks for the rest of the evening, I could probably get it going. But as you can see, we still have snow on the ground. It's wet here. My shoes are muddy. So it is what it is. And I'm not even mad about it, because so over ice season, we'll use the little Mr. Buddy heater that I have. We'll use that as in the ice shack to cook food. And I've never actually used it to cook back here, but all I wanted to do was make s'mores, and there's no reason I can't hold a marshmallow over that thing and cook it up just fine. So that's what we're gonna do. We can eat in the back of the truck where it's nice and warm at. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and get changed into my pajama pants, sweatpants or whatever. And I'm gonna climb up in here because it's starting to get cold out. As you can see, the sun has gone down over there behind the horizon. Kind of cool looking this way. It's all pink over here and orange over there. I'll see if I can give you a temperature check quick. I'm guessing it's like mid-30s. It's 40 degrees. So I think the low tonight is 29. I'll have to look once I get in the truck. But I'm going to go ahead and get these shoes off, like I said, get changed, hop back in here, and then we'll get to cooking. All right, guys. So I've got the camper set up. It's gotten dark out. As you can see, I've got all the Reflectix on the windows. I don't have these curtains closed yet. I do have this one folded back because I do have this window open a little bit. And I'm gonna go ahead and get that heater turned on. And we're gonna see if we can make ourselves some s'mores over our little propane heater back here, guys. All right, guys, that thing has been running for a couple minutes and it is baking me out of here already. It's only on low. Like I said, that thing warms it up in here quick. So I've got a little fork, and what I've got here are, I've got 4 schmallows, and I don't know if you can see the, oh, can't even think. 4 schmallows and chocolate chips because I didn't have any Hershey bars. And I've got some honey grams. So let's go ahead and get one of these cooking before I sweat to death back here. Like, I really can't run it for more than 10 minutes at a time, most of the time. It just gets too hot. Be nice if these were a little bit bigger. telescopic. Get myself a graham cracker out here. Crackers ready. I'll just sprinkle some chocolate chips on there. Maybe I'll put a couple on the bottom. And then I'll smush a couple on the top too. How about that? Double decker. Okay, let's get this marshmallow cooking. The heat basically comes straight up off of these things. It's kind of the bummer. The big one, maybe it doesn't even have it anymore, but it used to have a fan in it if you bought the double bottle model. I don't think it does anymore, honestly, though. Ooh, it's starting to get toasty. So I just got done watching a movie on Netflix, As Above, So Below. A little freaky. It's pretty good, though. It's actually starting to get toasted. It's working a little bit better than I thought. I could smell it. It smells good. Looking like it's about to fall off of there. I think that's good. It's toasted. It's toasted for sure. Let's let her down on there. Oh yeah. Put a few more chocolate chips on top. Ooh, spilling. It's mushing down. Look at that. Let's set that on there. So, I may not have gotten a fire going with my terrible skills, I guess, and the wet wood, but I can still make s'mores. Oh. Oh, don't want to spill it. Could have been dangerous. Making a mess. Need to vacuum. That was great. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna make another one of those. Probably watch another movie, and then probably get headed to bed. Give you a current temp check. It's a little warmer than I thought. 35, feels like 30, and the low is only 34 tonight, so it's not even gonna actually get below freezing, which is nice. So guys, I will see you in the morning. Oh, ouch. Oh, I think I just pulled a muscle stretching. Oh. Well, good morning, y'all. Let me get some windows cracked open here. It's light outside, but it's dark in here with all that reflectix up. All right, guys. Well, as soon as I get up to open the curtains, the battery dies, and I don't have another one back here, and I don't really want to get outside, so I've got the camera plugged in. I turned that light on just to get some light in here, but as you guys can see, it's light outside. If you can't tell around there, but with the light off in here, it is pretty dark.
I don't know if you can see me at all. Dark enough that you don't wake up. I usually don't wake up very early when I have this stuff up. And what actually woke me up just now was a bluebird on the roof of the truck. I don't know, something was clacking around on the roof, and I was like, is there a deer outside? Because it's rut right now. And I'm in the middle of a field, you know. And I look out, and bluebird hops down on the ground, so that was kind of a neat thing to see. So there is one of the problems that you run into back here when you have everything closed up is you get a lot of condensation on the inside of your windows. I know I've mentioned that before, but since I have the carpeted topper, I don't have to worry about it on here. But I'm going to get the rest of the Reflectix taken down, wipe the windows off with a chamois that I brought, because somebody told me in a video to carry a chamois around like you would use to kind of dry your car off or whatever, and I'm going to see if that works better than paper towels and it's reusable. And then I'm going to get some coffee going, so I'm going to let this camera charge up for a little while because I think I'm at like 10% battery on here. So yeah, we'll get after it and then we'll get out of here. Maybe we'll do a little bit of shenanigans in the field driving around before we leave. But anyways, yeah, stay tuned. We'll get after the coffee here. All right, guys, got all the windows opened up, and I've actually got the windows open. I should probably turn this movie down. I'm watching what, Moneyball with Brad Pitt. Go ahead and get some Wowda going. Ooh, that's cold. Getting ahead of myself. Honestly, that's probably enough for one cup. Not quite. Looks good. Oh, slept good last night, guys. Stayed up too late, but stayed pretty warm in here. I didn't wake up at all in the middle of the night needing to turn the heater on with the door or with the windows all covered up like I had, so wasn't bad at all. I guess I don't even know what the temperature is in here right now. It's probably fairly chilly because I've got the windows both wide open. I was running that heater for a little while. It's 56 in here right now with all three windows open. And I guess I can tell you what the temperature is outside. I think it's actually supposed to warm up quite a bit around here today. It's 39 degrees out and it's 56 in here with the windows open. So just creating a little bit of heat in here does quite a bit of difference. Man, next week in the 70s here. It's crazy how cold it's been, but we're gonna get back into warmer weathers, but I'm not mad about it at all, as much as I'd like ice fishing season to come. I also do want to get that boat out that I bought at least one more time. So I've got some instant Folgers and some apple fritters. Ooh, gonna melt that. Apple fritters and coffee. Should be good for today. Enough for the morning anyways. I forgot these were bags. ourselves some coffee without spilling it all over. There's enough probably for a second cup or warm up, we'll see. Now, we just gotta let this thing cook for a minute. Keep thinking I'm hearing something like bigger moving out there in that tree line, but it's just that bluebird. Keeps flying up right next to us. I don't know if I can show you guys that. Oh, he flew away. Pretty big bluebird, blue jay bluebird, I don't know what you call him. I don't have a camera nice enough to really see him anyways, I wouldn't think. Unless I'm right up on him. Looks about done to me. I guess I didn't need a spoon to mix it, since it was a bag. Let's go ahead and eat one of these fritters. I'm a big fan of apple fritters. You gonna eat your fritter? That's nice. Very nice. I think one of those is good for breakfast. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get this coffee finished. I gotta load up my chair from outside. Then we'll get out of here. Definitely made the wrong choice in footwear. Whatever. The wife just called to make sure I was still alive. I'm still alive. Yep, I suck at starting fires, I guess, if I don't have a fire starter, but it is what it is. It's a skill I can improve on. But the wetness isn't helping me right now, so I'm just gonna set that back there so I don't have to climb in with my dirty shoes. Alright guys, well, that's about it for this one. Had a good time. Plenty more winter camping to come, but the weather is going to warm back up. Oh, shit! So, yeah guys, I hope you guys enjoyed it. There's something rattling around in here. We're going to be doing a lot more camping this winter. I've got some other ideas for non-truck related camping content. So, ripping it. I hope you guys
interested in some of that content coming up. So anyways, guys, I guess that's about it. Stay tuned for the next adventure. I'll see you in a bit.